you hear my slurps? Good morning, people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Drew, and I do some stuff about travel, daily life. We'll see what happens. I honestly don't know what I'm doing because we're just starting. So we'll see what you like and go from there. It's currently 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. I thought maybe we would do a little bit of a what I do in a day in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Every single morning I drink coffee. One morning I'll film it for y'all because I do think that's something that is kind of weird how we do coffee here. It's naturally what you do if you want coffee without a coffee maker, but it is something different. So we're leaving next Saturday. So that's why I thought this week might be really interesting for y'all to see if I can film quite a bit this week, because we've been in Argentina for 10 to 12 weeks, but we've gone to different places. We've left, came back to Buenos. And so I thought it'd be really interesting to see what a normal week looks like, but we're also preparing for travel. Right now we have lots of groceries, and we have rice, polenta, arepa mix that I need to use, a lot of lentils, but lentils are probably my favorite go-to bean legume type protein while we're doing short travel, because it cooks so quickly. If we don't use the lentils this week, which we're not going to, it's way too many lentils, we'll take them with us and we'll travel with that. So we try to travel with fruits and vegetables, but it's so hard to travel with them. Even when we went within the Argentinian border to El Calafate, it's so far down and they're trying to preserve the land that they took away all our pears. We sat in the airport and ate fruit and vegetables before we went through customs in El Calafate because we thought we could get through with it, but they took it all away. Whatever we didn't eat, they took all away from us. In Uruguay, they took away all the cabbage that I had cut and prepped, and essentially we do it because it saves us a lot of money in the long run. The way we travel is really cheap, and we eat really cheap things. I don't really eat out, so even at the airports while we're traveling, we bring food with us, so I'll try to show you that. So I just have lots of things coming up this week that are not really in our normal routine, but have to be in our routine because we're leaving Buenos Aires and we've been here for so long, and we've got to store our suitcases here, and so we just didn't have to worry about getting rid of anything, and now we have to purge a little before we go. Today, that will hopefully be going to the store, get some fruits and vegetables, and also I thought about just showing you what our general walk looks like. We're gonna go to a farther away grocery store, which we don't go to all the time, but they have stuff on sale right now. We live in Centro, Buenos Aires, and so hopefully I'll get to show you just a little bit of our walk, which we get to walk by some really cool things all the time. And it's just normal for me now, but hopefully I'll get to show you a little bit of that walk. I am going to try to show you what I eat for breakfast, maybe lunch and dinner. We'll see what I show you. Yeah, I'm excited that you're with us and here to find out how we live in Buenos Aires just on a normal day. Let's do this. Welcome to our mini baby kitchen, where everything is way more complicated because you have no space. I thought I would show you my breakfast, and one thing about me is that I'm weird when it comes to food. I like just odd things, I guess, but I really have learned to love the taste of fruits and vegetables on their own, especially vegetables without anything on them. And so for breakfast, I keep my taste buds expectations low and don't put anything on them, actually. And we've been doing this for 6 months now. We've been having some sort of vegetable and rice in the morning. I just want to keep your expectations low for what I'm doing with my food, because my goal with food is I love food, but I want it to be simple so that I have energy to go do other things. And so if I can have simple food that I can cook at home, go out and do other things, that's what I want. Because I don't like the juice of my zucchini mixing with my rice, I'll eat this in 2 separate bowls because I'm special. And that's who I am as a person. That's my breakfast, and next I'll put rice in my bowl, heat it up, and I'll eat plain white rice for breakfast. And I love white rice so much, so that's why I can eat so cheaply, is because I love plain foods, and I've learned to love plain foods. I used to eat really bad and eat really high calorie foods, which have a lot of flavor, and I love those too still. Buon provecho, as they say here. I think that's how they say it. I hope. Sorry if I offend anybody. So in Buenos, you have to get your vegetables tagged by a worker, which who is not here right now, but you scan them and get them tagged before you go up to the register. Looks similar to what you have at home. So we just got back from the store and we went to Koto, which is a 0.8 mile walk from here. So it's quite a distance. When I looked at my Fit Tracker counter of how far we walked, and we took a little bit of curves here and there to show you a few things, but nothing out of the ordinary. We walked in total to get to the store and back and to another store, 2.77 miles. I don't know what that is in kilometers, but maybe I'll look that up for anybody else watching. Quite a good walk to the store, but we're used to doing that every single day. So whenever I see 0.8 miles to the store one direction, I'm like, whatever, that's fine. That's like not a terrible walk. But today we almost didn't go because it was raining. It's been just insanely hot and humid here for the past couple weeks. We're bordering 100 degrees and 60 or 70% humidity, which coming from where I live, that's a lot. And walking outside, that's why my hair is always up in a ponytail in some form or fashion, because it's just way too hot to be walking outside with your hair down for hours at a time. Now I'm eating lunch. Pretty much every day we have, depending upon where we're at in the world and what they have to offer and what's cheapest, is pretty much what we're gonna eat all the time. I eat polenta every day, or arepa mix was on sale. And I started eating arepas in Panama once I couldn't find tortilla mix anymore. So we started in Mexico, and we could get a kilo of tortillas for around 30 cents USD. It was this huge stack of tortillas. I would say around 50 or so tortillas for 30 cents. So I was eating corn tortillas like nobody's business, and I love me a corn tortilla. When I came down south, I thought, oh, all the way down we'll have corn tortillas. No problem, whatever. There are no corn tortillas down here. I don't even think I can find them in the store. Maybe at a gluten-free shop, but I'm not for sure. Then in Guatemala, I started making my own tortillas because I didn't really like their corn tortillas that much. They were little, like rounds. Instead of like a corn tortilla being this round, they were littler and thicker. And I didn't like theirs so much, and they were costing us a decent amount of money in Guatemala. I started buying tortilla mix, made my own tortillas. But in Panama, I couldn't find tortilla mix anymore. So I really can't find the tortilla mix that I know is what's going to come out of tortillas. So in Panama, we started buying arepa mix, which arepas are Venezuelan, and this is how I make arepas. They're like these thick, round dough. All it is just dough. You mix it with water and salt. I mix mine with water and salt. I have never actually had a real arepa. The day that I would get to have a real arepa, I'd be so excited. But typically what they do, if I can get mine to do it, because I don't make them correctly and I don't measure out any of my stuff, is they open them up. So if they're correctly done, they open up into these little pockets and you stuff them with ham, cheese, vegetables. I don't know. Today, I'm gonna put mostaza on it. How do you get it to go backwards? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna put mostaza, which is mustard, and I've never tried it before, but I've wanted to try mustard on my arepas for so long, but in Argentina, I can't find good mustard. They put sugar in it, and I don't like it. It's not American style. All the way down, I've been able to find American style mustard until we got here. Normally, I eat them plain with nothing on them. Just like the rice, just like everything else, I'm pretty much keep everything plain. And then for my vegetables, I have green bell pepper, carrot, cucumber, and some onion with vinegar and salt. So that's what I'm making for lunch today. Our grocery haul, all we got was carrots, a zucchini, garlic, avocado, and pears. And we didn't find most of that at the big grocery store like we were hoping. It was slim pickings there, but not really worth the walk. Okay, well, it's like 7 o'clock and I wasn't super hungry. I want to show you guys my dinner. It's the same thing I had last night. It's a curry that has white beans. I don't know if you can see. White beans. I added extra kale today because I wanted extra iron. Carrots, squash, onion, tomato sauce. I'm trying to get rid of all this curry that we got in Ecuador. It's just not great curry. Spices here in South America in general sometimes feel like they have twigs in them because they come off a plant, and I understand that. But in America, I don't know if we filter that out more or they grind it up better in America. But down here, sometimes I feel like my stuff is grittier if I don't cook it long enough even. So I'm not for sure if I'm eating twigs or not. But anyways, I'm not in love with the curry that I have, even flavor-wise. I like the curry from Mexico a lot better. I'm going to eat that. I'm also going to put rice on it. You'll see that we eat a lot of rice around here. That's what I'm having for dinner. I hope that you had a good day with me and got to see a few things that maybe you've never seen before, or maybe you have seen before, but you've never seen it in an Argentinian atmosphere. Like, you've probably seen dulce de leche in America or something, but did you know that they have rows and rows of it in the grocery store, and it's actually pretty cheap and it's delicious? Or that they have a whole thing of alfajores in every single store. I don't know how to say alfajores in Spanish. I mean, the word is alfajores, but that's definitely my English pronunciation of it. That's something you get to learn today, is that I don't know Spanish that well. And so I just think it's fun and interesting. Or there's sandwich bread that they have stacks of it that they cut all the crust off. Who knew that they had that? But they eat so many sandwiches with that. Things, I just think it's fun, and maybe you'll think it's fun, and maybe if you want something else, you should let me know. If you have any good ideas of what I can do for fun in these countries, or places I should go, or anything really. Or if you've been here, let me know, because I think it'll be fun to have a conversation about that. I hope that you subscribe so that you can learn more about the world. And with that in mind, I hope that we can go out and make the world 1% better today. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.